Hey guys, it's Dennis at Credit Firm Inc. Coming to you with maybe some of the goofiest information you're going to hear all week. Or it's going to seem goofy, but it's not. I think it's very important. And that's this. Paying off your old bad debt in most all cases will drop your credit score. Okay? There is exceptions to this, and I'll explain, and we'll go in more detail in the blog below. But in 90% of the cases, paying off this old debt is going to drop your credit score, and I'll explain why. Now, why the timing of this video? Because right around the corner is tax season, right? And so not only are you anticipating it, so are the collection agencies, and the frequency of the calls have turned up, and they're trying to get you to commit that money to them, right? So why would we pay them? First of all, you don't even know who they are. Every day I see people coming to my office, paying off an old collection agency that doesn't even own the debt. Well, they knew about the account. They knew my social and my personal information. Guys, that information a lot of people have right now. But I want you to remember this fact. It costs less than $500 to become a collection agency, and there's no qualifications to become one. Don't be a felon. Everything else qualifies, right? So you've got all these people that have access to your credit bureaus, reading debt, has access to your information. They're collecting your money. With today's cell phone, you can turn around, change the phone number of what it's showing, and anyway, it's a mess out there. We would never pay some stranger knocking on our door. We're not going to pay some stranger calling us on the phone without asking a bunch of questions in the first place. All right. However, regardless, do we want to pay some old debt that might be scheduled to come off anyways? We're not even sure who it belongs to, the true dollar amount, or any of the accurate dates on this thing, just to simply drop our credit score. FICO, which is a mathematical algorithm, now not your Credit Karma scores, but FICO, the one that banks see, the one that banks that use to judge you on your interest rate, your tier, a yes or no to the loan, that is not owned by the credit bureaus. And when it is calculating the information that the credit bureaus provide to it, when it looks at a collection agency, determining how much it affects your credit score is the age of that account. Okay? Real simple. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter how much it is. It matters how old it is, right? So I could take a 4-year-old collection, pay it off, and the date of last activity is going to move to newer, to the day I paid it off. That's the date of last activity, the day I paid it off. And guess what FICO sees? It doesn't respond to zero or the words paid. That's not in its mathematical algorithm within the coding. All it sees is the same code that represents that it's a collection and the date of last activity, which is now the day you paid it off, making it newer and dropping the credit score. Now, that's a fact. There is exceptions to that, and I'll read, and we'll talk about it more in the blog in detail. But yes, there's some exceptions to original creditors. A type of original creditor, do they own it? Is it utilization? Is it installment? There's a lot of different details that can make the difference in paying that account off. But listen, have a professional show you. There's different simulations and things out there that we can find certain indicators that would indicate, hey, you know what, if you want to throw some extra money towards this bad debt, let's go specific to it. If we're wanting to negotiate maybe a pay for deletion with the collection agency, so the fact that it does re-age, it doesn't matter. Okay, well, let's make sure we're paying the right person, and let's make sure they take it completely off our credit if we do. But I'm going to tell you, in most cases, there's several methods that we get these guys to go away, and then there's several things that we need to do going forward. The number one thing that you can do to fix your credit is start doing the right things going forward. Yes, and then we need to ensure that these guys aren't re-aging, and we got to take care of the past. But the number one thing is make sure you're doing the right things going forward. Listen, I hope this take a minute and read through the blogs and get a little more details on this, or call the office, set up a consultation with it. It's free. We will show you to where this makes perfect sense. You can see it with your own eyeballs, and we'll talk to you soon. I appreciate you very much. Thanks.